Was he hit by a fox, or was he hit by a car? Or did he just hop away to somewhere that's far? Did he follow the spring light he talked of that night? Wherever he is, I know he's alright. I remembered his words and I left my dark shed. Don't know where I'm going, by the spring light I'm led. 'Cause in spring there's a light, you think it leads home, and then you find out it just shows you're not alone. Life's just a road, going where no one knows. So sit here by my side, enjoy the ride, and shelter your heart. Shelter your heart. 'Cause in spring there's a light, you think it leads home, then you find out it just shows you're not alone. 'Cause life's just a road, going where no one knows. Sit here by my side, enjoy the ride, and unshelter your heart. I'll unshelter my heart. If you unshelter your heart, I'll unshelter your heart. Help me unshelter my heart. You can shelter my heart.
Well, hello everybody out there in internet land. It's Robbie Spoon here. Got a spring song for you that I wrote. It's about Irish spring. No, not the country, not springtime in Ireland. No. It's about Irish spring, the soap. 'Cause you know, back the little town I grew up in, if young Colleen in the spring gave you a bar of Irish spring, well, you know what that meant. Meant she thought you're a wee bit stinky and you better wash up. It's been a long winter.
In the springtime of life, a man so free, he met a fair Colleen, as pretty as could be. She gifted him a bar of Irish spring. His heart began to sing, and oh how it would ring. With the scent of the spring he took on his day, soap in hand he washed his cares away. In the meadow by the stream his spirit was alive, the freshness of the soap his love began to thrive. Ah, the springtime suds floating on the breeze, they brought him joy, filled his heart with ease, and every wash he could feel her presence near. In the scent of Irish spring, her love for him was clear. In the scent of Irish spring, her love for him was clear. But love, like a bar of soap, can slowly get worn down. The spring turned to summer, their love became torn. There are only many things that soap can wash away. She saw through a scent and slowly turned away. Ah, the springtime suds floating on the breeze, they brought him joy, filled his heart with ease. With every wash he could feel her presence near, the scent of Irish spring, her love for him was clear. In the scent of Irish spring, her love for him was clear. Beneath the blue sky, where the birds take flight, I walk through fields of green, basking in the sunlight. The clouds roll in, dark and full of gray, try to steal my spring and wash my dreams away. I won't let those clouds dampen my spirits today. Chase away the shadows, I won't let them stay. For there's beauty in the rain, silver lining bright and true. For every drop that falls, the world is born anew. Let the storm clouds gather, let them try to bring me down, but I'll rise above the gray, I won't let it wear my crown. In the season of rebirth, I'll find the strength to sing. No matter the clouds, my spirit will forever soar on wings. We all need a new awakening from this darkness that we're in. Find the hidden pathway to the paradise of man, 'cause tomorrow holds the future for every living thing. A love that we can look for, hidden in the spring. Let the storm clouds gather, let them try to bring me down, but I'll rise above the gray, I won't let it wear my crown. In the season of rebirth, I'll find the strength to sing. No matter the clouds, my spirits will forever soar on wing. Long ago, we all wondered, where did the sun go at night? Would it rise again in the morning to warm us with its light? What if the rain stopped falling and the earth didn't spin around? Would the spring never come? Would the spring never come? Those clouds dampen my spirits today. I'll chase away the shadows, I won't let them stay. For there's beauty in the rain, silver climbing bright and true. With every drop that falls, a world is born anew. Let the storm clouds gather, let them try to bring me down, but I'll rise above the gray, won't let it wear my crown. In the season of rebirth, I'll find the strength to sing. No matter the clouds, my spirit will forever soar on wings. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to our 200th episode. Who'd have thunk? 200 episodes ago, approximately. There's a few extras thrown in. Our episode accounting system is not perfect, but it's been 200 episodes for sure. Maybe a few more since we started this, 4 years ago now, I guess it is now. So thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Now, before I forget, I should remember about our singer-songwriter, our Spring Songwriter Showdown that we had last week. If you were with us, or if you watched a bit of the countdown, we played the top three of the four entries, and it was a close. We were sort of counting likes on social media, and it was very close. But the winner was Rob Dylan with his song "Awakening," followed very closely by Robbie O'Spoon's "Springtime Suds." I think he called that song about Irish Spring. But anyways, that was kind of fun. And I see some folks checking in here too, so I've set it up tonight so I can pop their comments into the broadcast. There's Chris checking in from St. Mary's, and great to see you, Chris. And I saw also Kathy King and probably Dwight out there too. Thanks so much. They've been with the show for the 200-ish or so episodes as well. And of course, another fellow who's been here for a lot of them too is our good friend Stan McRae. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight, whether you've commented or not. We love having you here for the show. And, we've got a great show ahead of you here. Oh, there's someone else checked in too. Also another good friend of ours who's been here for a lot of the episodes, Lee Burns in Lancaster, New York. Thanks for checking in, Lee. And we've got a great show tonight. We're going to talk to the cast. I've got an extra seat here beside me. Going to invite some of the cast members on to chat a little bit. We're not going to talk too much. We're going to play some music, chat about the show, and talk about their favorite songs, performances on the show. So we're looking forward to that. And I also asked Stan to pull together his favorite images from the ones he's sort of pulled together for us over the past. Stan hasn't been quite here for all 200, but pretty close. Stan started, I think, around 10 maybe, or even lower than that. I'm not sure whether Stan remembers or not, but there's Anne McClure checking in as well. Hi, Anne. Thank you so much for watching tonight, the 200th episode. But we have Stan's favorite pictures tonight, and it's going to be a little longer because Stan, I said to Stan, first I sort of said, Stan, can you pull together some pictures of your favorites? Because I know there's a lot of them out there that you've done over the years, and I said, and I also won't restrict you. You can send in as many pictures as you'd like, because I know it'd be hard to restrict out of Stan's amazing collection just down to a few. So I've got a little extended Stan tonight, so looking forward to that as well. And we also have some sequences or segments. I'm calling them collages of previous Tuesday Live guests we've had over the first 199 episodes, which was super fun. And I also see Dorothy checking in. Ross and Dorothy in Long Sault, thanks for checking in. We have lots of followers in Long Sault. Always appreciate the folks back in my old hometown who follow the show each week. And well, let's move on. Let's move right on to our first guest here. And we've got I heard the truck rolling up a little while ago, and whenever Robbie rolls into town, it's always a bit of a aroma as well that comes in from that hog farm out in Dublin. So welcome, Robbie O'Spoon.
Hey, Rob, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you. Oh, here.
I cut right up here with the... Hey, folks out there in Inlet Land, how you doing too? I cut it right up here with the fella up down in Bruner there, past the two curves. There's a hog hauler up there, and he comes by the farm, so I cut a ride down with him.
Well, that's nice. Glad you make it tonight, Robbie. I don't know if you remember, but let's go way back to the very beginning of the show, the very first episode, and I'm not even sure it was called Tuesday Live yet, but here's the very first moment when we came on the air with episode number 1. Hello, friends. Welcome to my St. Patrick's Day Eve concert. I was supposed to play at a senior's home today, but as you might expect, it got canceled, so I'm not playing there tonight, but I thought I'd play a little show here down in my basement. And I got this hat. Some of you may recognize that hat I got from my dad. And I think it's a bit of a magic hat because I think it came from my great-great-grandmother, who was Irish. I believe her name was Anne Witherspoon. Came over in the early 1800s. I think she brought this hat with her to make sure that the Witherspoon man in the future would have a wee bit of Irish in them. So I think when I put this hat on, it has a little magic in it. It'll make me a wee bit Irish. I feel Irish already. Well, Robbie, I can't understand that. That's how the show started? Does that mean, like, I'm you and you're like me?
Well, Rob, that's a good question, because, life's full of mystery. We atoms come together and they'll make us who we are when we're born, and then when we die, they all scatter apart to the wind like dust to the wind. So, we're all a little part of each other, and we're all a little part of all those who have gone on before us, and we're all a wee part of all those who follow us too. That's kind of the stuff I think about when I'm out, tilling the potatoes and swilling the pigs.
Oh, that's pretty deep, Robbie. I think I'll stop you right there and we'll just let the mystery be. But do you have a favorite moment from the show?
Well, I think one of the special moments was that time I did that Christmas donkey duet with that Italian singer Luigi Cuccario.
That was something. Let's go. It's a una, due, tre. Chingity ching.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
It's Dominic the donkey. Chingity ching.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la.
Oh, well, it's good you didn't play the whole song. I was a bit of an ass in it, so to speak. But why don't we play another Irish drinking song?
Well, let's do that. That's a great tune.
Hello, everybody out there in internet lands. Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario. And, Rob's given me another chance to do another song tonight, which is a little unusual, but I enjoy the opportunity because, there's so many good Irish tunes, some pretty funny ones too. And, this one's a bit of a spoof on an Irish drinking song, and it's called Another Irish Drinking Song. And, I'm going to need a bit of a help with it, so I'm going to get the fellas to give me a hand, but it's by a band called Da Vinci's Notebook, and, I don't know if they found this song in one of Da Vinci's notebooks, but it's a good one, so I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll get the fellas to join me in a bit there, so I better count her in. 1, 2, 3. Gather round you lads and lassies, sit you for a while, and hearken to me mournful tale about the Emerald Isle. Let's all raise our glasses high to friends and family gone, and lift our voices in another Irish drinking song. Consumption took me mother and me father got the pox. Me brother drank the whiskey till he wound up in a box. Me other brother in the troubles met with his demise. Me sister has forever closed her smiling Irish eyes. Now everybody's died, so till our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light, then we'll throw up, pass up, wake up, and then go drinking once again. Ken was killed in Kilkenny, and Clare she died in Clare. Tim from Tipperary died out in the Derriere. Shannon jumped into the river Shannon back in June, and Ernie fell into the urn, and Tom is in the tomb. Holy Mrs. Godliness, me Uncle Pat would sing. He broke his neck a-slipping on a bar of Irish Spring. O'Grady, he was 80, though his bride was just a pup. He died upon the honeymoon when she got his Irish up. So everybody's died, so till our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light, then we'll throw up, pass us, wake up, and then go drinking once again. Joe Murphy fought with Riley near the banks of Old Duneen. He took out his shillelagh and he stabbed him in the spleen. Crazy Uncle Mike thought he was a leprechaun. In fact, he's just a leper and his arms and legs are gone. Oh, when Jimmy Johnson broke his neck, it was a crying shame. He wasn't really Irish, but he went to Notre Dame. McNamara across the street and by a bus was hit, but he was just a Scotsman, so nobody gave a shit. So everybody's died, so till our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light, then we'll throw up, pass up, wake up, and then go drinking once again. Oh, it's a tough song to sing. Drunken Uncle Brendan tried to drive home from the bar. The roads were up to meet him when he fell out of his car. Irony was what befell me great-grand-uncle Sam. He choked upon the very last potato in the land. A connor lived in Ulster town, he used to smuggle arms, until
until the British killed him and cut off his lucky charms. And dear old Father Flanagan, who left the Lord's employ, drunk and sacramental wine beneath the altar, boy. Oh, well, everybody's died, so until our tears are dry, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light, then we'll throw up, pass up, wake up, and then go drinking once again. La-da-da-da-da-da-da. Someday soon I'll leave this world of pain and toil and sin. The Lord will take me by the hand to join all of me kin. My only wish is when the Savior comes for me and you. He kills the Cancer River Dance and Michael Flatley too. Now everybody's died, so till our tears are dry, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light, then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again. Then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again. Then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again. Song to sing, ain't it? What?
Hey girl, you look so fine and you make me feel alright. You can call me any old time, even in the middle of the night. Waiting on the traffic light, thinking on the
take it or leave it, it's all I have. I'm going nowhere, not that you asked.
And that's the way it's gonna be, little darling. We'll go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. And if you fall, I'll pick you up, pick you up.
She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like an Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. Never gonna let her go.
He ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I caught him once, he was sniffing my undies. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. Drinks his beer like it's oxygen. He's my baby and I'm his honey, and I'm never gonna let him go.
In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but big old hearts dancing in our eyes. Make me an angel that flies from God. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Just believing in this life is a hard way to go.
Je veux déjeuner par terre, comme au long des golfes clairs, t'embrasser les yeux ouverts dans mon jardin d'hiver. Ma robe en fleurs sous la pluie de novembre, tes mains qui courent, je n'en peux plus de t'attendre. Les années passent, qu'il est loin l'âge tendre, nul ne peut nous entendre.
Get me drinking that moonshine. Get me higher than a grocery bill. Take my trucks to the high wall. Throw 'em in the river and get your fill. We've been sipping that cocaine. Ain't much better when the wind cuts cold. Oh, it's a mighty hard living, but a damn good feeling around these roads. It's a damn good feeling around these roads.
Come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. Come, laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war.
Awesome. What a fantastic bunch of guests we've had on the show over the 199 episodes. And you're in luck if you're just joining us, you haven't seen much of the show, or maybe you've missed some of those performers. You can find most of them on tuesdaylive.ca on our website under featured artists. You should be able to find links to them. I mean, some of them have Facebook pages, some of them have YouTube channels, and a lot of them perform live round and about across the country. And I usually try to share them on our Facebook page or wherever I see them posting. But we've got a few more sets of our artist collage to come up over the course of the evening here tonight. So stick around. You'll see some more of the great artists we've had in the show. I see some more folks checking in. I saw Lynn from out in Vancouver Island representing the folks on YouTube. I know a lot of folks do watch it on YouTube on the big screen TV, where maybe you don't have a chance to comment, like my mom, who watches it on YouTube. So hi, Mom. And everybody else who follows the show on YouTube. Nice to see you. And Jim and Lynn out in Vancouver Island, and out to the other side of the country, Beth out in Nova Scotia watching as well. Good evening, Beth. Nice to see you here as well. And I saw our good friend who often doesn't always catch the show live, Lou, down in Brockville. But Lou's here tonight. Good to see you, Lou. Thanks for checking in, and a few other comments there. Thanks so much, folks. But you know, I think probably, I don't know if he's been on the show the most, but he certainly played a lot on the show, because for a while there he was kind of on site. So, and that's my next guest here is my cousin, I guess, Willie Witherspoon. Hi, Rob. Good to see you, man. Long time no see. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Willie. Good to see you. Tell the folks how you started on.
How you doing tonight?
Yeah, there. Okay, yeah. Tell the folks how you started on the show, Willie.
Well, let me tell you, Rob, and everybody out there watching the show tonight. You know, I first came to Rob's place back in, back before the pandemic. I'm not going to get into my whole story, but I had to leave my home in North South Carolina. I had woman trouble down there, and well, I always thought I wanted to go see my family, which my dad was a Canadian truck driver and died tragically in a maple syrup tanker truck accident down the States. And well, I always wanted to find some of my relatives. So me and Pat, Ricky, Bobby, we went to a NASCAR race, and we ran into this fella, Rob Witherspoon, and the rest is history. He sort of snuck back into Canada in his RV, coming back from the race, and he sort of, took pity on me, I guess, and let me live in his garden shed. And
That's my better
and so I
judgment.
would live there for about 5 years, I think. And when the show started, of course, I got on the show and played on the show regularly. So and still do now that I'm back out on the road and just touring around and seeing things.
So folks are wondering why you're wearing an Expos hat these days.
Well, Rob, this Expos hat, it's a good story. I was actually, while I was living in the garden shed, I hitchhiked over to see Robbie O'Spoon. We were practicing for one of the duet things we were doing, and well, the fella picked me up. He was said he was going to the Baseball Hall of Fame, and I said, "Are you going to Cooperstown?" He said, "No, we got a Baseball Hall of Fame up here in St. Mary's, Ontario, the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame." So, well, geez, I went there with him, tagged along, and looked around. It's a pretty good little Hall of Fame there for sure. And I thought I wanted a little memento of this, so I thought, well, what hat should I buy? And I thought, well, when I was a kid in North South Carolina, every once in a while I would get some radio coverage of baseball games coming from Montreal, actually. It was in French. I never really understood what was going on, but it sounded exciting. And there I was talking about this fellow Rusty Staub. So, he was kind of my favorite player because we didn't have TV or nothing back then. And so I thought when I saw that Montreal Expos hat there, I thought, well, get me a Montreal Expos hat. So that's how come I got the Montreal Expos hat.
Cool. Do you have a favorite moment from the show, Willie?
Well, let me tell you, Rob. I think my favorite song has to be from way back August 2020. I think it was episode number 24. I think when we did that the song "The Wait." I thought that was a great tune. Let me spin that one.
Yeah, let's gotta give her a spin.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I pulled into Nazareth. I was feeling about 10:30. I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned, shook my hand, no was all he said. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny and put the load right on me. I picked up my bag, I went looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side, I said, "Hey Carmen, come on, let's go downtown." She said, "I gotta go, but my friend can stick around." Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny and put the load right on me. Go down, Miss Moses, there's nothing you can say. It's just old Luke, and Luke's waiting on the judgment day. Well, Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, "Do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Anna Lee company? Take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free. Or take a load off Fanny and put the load right on me." Crazy Chester followed me and he caught me in the fog. He said, "I'll fix your rack if you'll take Jack, my dog." I said, "Wait a minute, Chester, I'm a peaceful man." He said, "That's okay, boy, won't you feed him when you can? Take a load off Fanny, or take a load for free. Or take a load off Fanny and put the load right on me." Catch a cannonball to take me down the line. My bag is sinking low, and I do believe it's time to get
back to Miss Fanny. You know she's the only one. Sent me here with her regards for everyone. I'll take a load off Fanny. I'll take a load for free. I'll take a load off Fanny and you put the load right on me.
A few restrictions down here in South North Carolina. Our officials have determined that adult folk are the most likely to get COVID, not kids. And since the most frequent trips adults make are to the liquor store and the gun shop, our county has instituted strong lockdown rules such that only children between the ages of 8 and 12 can legally purchase items at liquor stores and gun shops.
I'm gonna love you forever, I do. I'm gonna spend all of my days with you. I'll carry your burden, be the wind at your back. Yeah, I wanna spend my forever like that.
Don't you ever tire trading pity in for change? Don't made up excuses ever start to sound the same. Don't hold on to friends who can only share the shame. Don't let your world down.
Did you leave it all behind and take it on the road? I don't know. You were always somewhere else where I would never go. I hope the road that you're on leads you somewhere you belong. Ooh.
All of the good things happening in this world are easy to miss in such a time as this.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seats while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
night. Wipe your reddened eyes and yearn to breathe. It's your life. Coronavirus been waiting for their moment to rise. COVID spread. COVID spread. Before a vaccine comes inside.
Giant cartwheels, statues and high heels. Look at all those happy creatures dancing on the lawn. Dinosaurs exploring, listening to our going. Dip, 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 looking out my back door. Tambourines and melodies are playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on a flying spoon? Ha-do-do-do, what is separation? Provided by magicians. Dip, 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 looking out my back door.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Jed and all his kin. They would like to thank y'all for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality for another heaping helping of their hospitality. Y'all come back now, you hear?
That crow, it gets annoying. Grab an axe, go destroy him. Somebody's got to kill that rooster, but it won't be me. I can't kill that poor old avian. I'm a goddamn vegetarian. Somebody's got to kill that rooster, but it won't be me. No, won't.
Well, the awesome chicken picking of Rob Curry and all those other great guests we had in the show. That was fantastic. I'm really enjoying these artist compilations. I hope you are too. And you can certainly seek out the artists on YouTube or Facebook through the lists on our website there if you want to check them out. I saw Mark Lamontagne, one of we had him a little earlier on in one of those collages on fantastic keyboard player from out in Calgary. Nice to see you, Mark. Thanks for the congratulations. And also saw Don McGivry checking in there as well. Thanks to checking in, Don. You have certainly good musicians and good music. And I think I saw Ron Perkins back there as well checking in. It was nice to see you checking in as well, Ron. And it's sort of a bit of a, I maybe I should pop this one up if I can see it or not. Yeah. Yikes! That's a Tuesday Live running joke every time that COVID appears. There'd be a Kathy King yikes in the comments. That's fantastic. But anyways, we've got probably, if you think of the guests who've been on the show the most, I think probably without a doubt it would be our favorite resident photographer, Stan McRae, who's a childhood friend of mine from Long Sault, Ontario. And, one of the nice things about this whole Tuesday Live thing has been the fact we kind of connected, and that was during the dark days of the pandemic that Tuesday Live started, and we formed a little community around the show. And it's not, we've never gone viral, that's for sure. We've had nice audiences, but nothing too unmanageable or too large, and we've generally dodged most of the internet scams and things that hit a lot of live streaming shows, mainly by being so small and obscure. But having Stan on the show every week has been fantastic. He's connected us with the nature of Eastern Ontario, that, those of us who grew up as kids in the Eastern Ontario area around Long Sault, like Stan McRae and a bunch of us, a bunch of other folks I know that watched the show as well did. It's kind of cool that Stan connects us back through his photographs to that environment, and how much it's changed over the last several decades, let's just say, since we were there. But And I've always enjoyed, too, being kind of inspired by Stan's pictures and playing a little black background music with them. So that's what I'm going to do now. Let's take it away, Stan, and I'll try to get something behind you here.
Awesome, Stan. Fantastic. What a great set of pictures. I knew Stan, there's still a ton of other pictures that Stan's done in the show that are fantastic as well. So we actually did a few months back, I think it was, we did a Stan's Picks special where we did a whole show of Stan's Picks, which was kind of fun. But that was fantastic. And thank you so much, Stan, for the time I know that Stan puts into to sharing those pictures with us every week. I know it takes a bit of time, and I know Stan enjoys going out and taking the pictures, Stan and his wife Sue, but I also appreciate that they share it with us and we get to enjoy it in the comfort of our homes. I know a lot of folks appreciate it. But anyways, we've got another fellow we've got coming on the show here, a guest this evening to chat for a few minutes and pick out their favorite song, and that's our resident folk singer and supposedly little brother of the great Bob Dylan, Rob Dylan. So Rob, why don't you come on and join us here?
Hey Rob, good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Oh, yeah, high five there, buddy. Yeah, whatever.
It's good to see you. But anyways, good to be here for this new episode, episode 200. That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
It sure is.
You know that we've been here for 200 episodes. I can't remember when exactly I started, but it was a while back. You know, I came doing some tree whispering in the neighborhood and heard Rob had the show going, so I thought, well, I can play some of my brother Bob's songs, and I thought that was something we could do. And it's been great, great playing Bob's songs and all the other things we've been doing. That's been a lot of fun.
So how's your relationship with Bob these days?
Well, you know, that's a good question, Rob. You know, my relationship with my brother Bob, you know, he was long gone by the time I was born, but, you know, in fact, he claims I was never born. He doesn't acknowledge having a brother by the name of Rob. But anyways, I think the fact I'm here, doesn't that kind of makes it kind of like I'm here already, doesn't it? Don't you think? But anyways, if it wasn't for the cease and desist letters, I don't think there'd be any communication between us at all.
Well, that's something...
Well, the tree whispering's been pretty good, Rob. It's it's been a good spring so far, like in lots of moisture and that sort of thing. You know, there's a little concern over the winter with the lack of snow, and you know, we're always concerned the trees are always integrated through the network of their brethren out in the north and the west, where there's it's drought and forest fires and that sort of thing. So they're quite concerned about that. But you know, we're getting by okay. You know, I think just respect the trees. That's all they ask for, is a little bit of respect.
Do you have a favorite moment from the show?
Well, you know, I think probably the song that struck me the most, I enjoyed the most, was the one we just did back in February when, Neil and Lazy and Willie and I did Wagon Wheel. That was an awesome tune. And Willie got up on top of that silo. I thought he was going to fall off. I guess we had a rope tied to him or something. But
Safety.
Anyways,
Safety
that was pretty exciting. I enjoyed that song. So why don't we play that one?
Sure, let's roll it.
How you doing? Bob Dylan here. Got a song that I'm sure you recognize already. But my brother Bob's got a connection. That's right. He wrote the chorus for this song, and a fella from the Old Crow Medicine Show picked it up and, wrote some verses, and it became a big hit for them and for Darius Rucker and some other folks too. So they got a co-write on it, Bob, my brother, and this fella from Old Crow Medicine Show. We're going to play it for you tonight, and it's the song kind of goes way back. It's an old folk tradition, really. So let's see what we can do with it, and I might need a little help. Heading down south to the land of the pines, and I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God to see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Riley I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, in a way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train.
train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays a guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, the north kind of winters keep a-getting me now. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave. There ain't a turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, in a way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking down south out of Roanoke, caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. But he's a-heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. And I gotta get a move on fit for the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, in a way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, September 8th, 2020, and this is the Tuesday Live News, serving the entire Long Sault, Lunenburg, and Ingleside Golden Triangle broadcast area. I'm Tim Farrell. One thing that the president did endorse was Secretary Tim's modernizing of many song lyrics. From now on, the following songs must be sung with these updated and appropriate changes. Herman's Hermits, Mrs. Brown, You've Got a Lovely Walker. The Bee Gees, How Can You Mend a Broken Hip? Bobby Darin, Splish Splash, I Was Having a Flash. Ringo Starr, I'll Get By With a Little Help from Depends. The Commodores, Once, Twice, Three Times to the Bathroom. Marvin Gaye, Heard It from the Grape Nut. Leo Sayer, You Make Me Feel Like Nut.
It's hard to imagine finally letting go. It's been 10 years or so. I've been stuck on you. It's hard to believe the long road has come to an end.
Kids have gone crazy, they fiddle for their girls. Moon turns to an oyster, stars to pearls. 10 toes tap to the melody, something feeds the fire. Singing till the morning light, two friends and their guitars.
So what in the world's come over you? And what in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run.
Like a bird on a wire, like a drunk in a midnight choir. I have tried in my way to be free. I have tried in my way to be free. I have tried in my way to be free.
Sure, let me hold your monkey. I saw the last guy coming back with watermelons.
Fantastic. It's, boy, I can't help but smile listening to all those great artists. And, the pandemic for all the terrible things that people had to deal with, and obviously a lot of suffering as a result of the pandemic, but also a lot of creative activity there. And certainly through Tuesday Live gave us an opportunity to connect with musicians from all over the place. The Stables from the United Kingdom, and James Hempfling from down, I think he's down in California way, and folks from out west and east and north and south. It's been great getting folks together. I'm keeping the show going. I'm having fun with it, and I think as Anne referred to, I do have a lot of fun with some of the production stuff here as well. And we're going to run a little over the hour tonight, folks. I apologize for that. If you have to head off somewhere at 8 o'clock, because you usually finish the show by then, which we often are, but not always, please feel free to do. Come back, watch it later, whatever you want to do. But we're going to run a little over. There's too much good material to put in here, and I didn't want to short shrift anybody. So, but we'll keep things moving along here, and I'm going to invite our final guest of the evening here to come in. Some folks consider him, considered by a few people anyways, one of the greatest living Neil Young tribute artists, Neil Old. So, Neil, come on. Good to see you, man.
Hi, Rob. How's it going? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. Good high five
Great
there.
to be here for this 200th episode. Isn't that something, folks? It's quite an accomplishment.
Thank you. How'd you and Lazy get together, anyways?
That's a good story, Rob. I'm not sure I've ever told it. One spring a few years back there, I was thinking I was going to become a Neil Young tribute artist. I'd been at this karaoke bar, and this Elvis impersonator fella was emceeing it, and I got up and did a Neil tune, and he said, I could get you a job doing Neil Young impersonations. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just go out and do it on my own. So here I am, and anyways, but I was going out looking. I think I was just going to go a solo act, and I was going out to get some maple syrup, and I went out to Martin's out by Wallenstein there, and I was at the house getting some syrup, and I heard this beat out in the barn, and well, it lured me out there, and I followed this beat, and I went back in the barn there, and there was this horse beating this rhythm against the stable door with his hooves, and it was Lazy. And well, I asked him, I said, Lazy, you want to come play some music with me? And we started playing. Well, the rest is history.
Got any gigs coming up?
Well, we got some gigs coming up. At least we got one gig coming up, I think, and we'd like to do more. We're doing one in June, I think, June 21st at St. Jacob's at, this one at Block 3. Rob, you're opening up for us there. And me, anyways, that's the problem we have, playing these gigs. A lot of these places, you can't bring Lazy in. It's Lazy calls it speciesism. That they're discriminating against him as a horse. So, anyways, I'll be playing for sure, and maybe we'll work some technology or something. Maybe we'll be able to get Lazy to join me on the stage. So, anyways, we got that coming up.
Any favorite from the first 199?
My favorite song I think would have to be way back when Willie and I did "Sweet Home Alabama," because
good one.
There was that bit of a dispute between Neil and Leonard Skinner. They kind of both wrote songs against each other, and at least Neil wrote one about Southern Man, and then Leonard Skinner wrote Sweet Home Alabama. So I thought it was a good bit of healing, since I'm kind of a Neil Young tribute artist, and
very nice.
And I could heal that, because you got to let these things be bygones, like you say, just love, that's what we really got to work towards.
Right on. Well, thanks for that, Neil. Got a song for you. 1, 2, 3. Turn it up, Neil.
Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to see my kin, singing songs about the Southland. I miss old Bammy once again, and I think it's a sin. Well, I heard Mr. Young sing about her. Well, I heard old Neil put her down. Well, I hope Neil Young will remember. A Southern man don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. In Birmingham, they love the governor. Boo-hoo-hoo, now we all did what we could do. No, Watergate does not bother me. Well, does your conscience bother you? Tell the truth. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Go, Neil. Now my sales shows has got the swampers, and they've been known to pick a tune or two. Lord, they get me off so much. They pick me up when I'm feeling blue. Now how about you? Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue and the tune's so true, I guess. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home to you.
Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every single day, every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you.
I keep running to the same old lines. Keep running to the same old lines. Keep seeing the same old signs. My song should have changed by now. Someone help me, I don't know how. I keep running, running.
Give up your day job. You usually hear it after someone sings a few bars of a song off key. Well, here in the town of Kapuskasing, there's a 5-man band who haven't given up their day jobs. Not because they sing off key. As a matter of fact, they're right on the money.
Sitting here in my problem, what am I gonna do now? Am I gonna make it some way, somehow? Maybe I'm not supposed to know. Maybe I'm supposed to cry. And if nobody ever knows the way I feel, it'll be alright. It'll be okay. 'Cause I'm gonna make this world a better place. I'm gonna keep that smile upon my face. I'm gonna teach myself how to understand. I'm gonna make myself a better man.
Your love's all I need, all that I need. And if we're lost, we are lost together. Yeah, if we're lost, we are lost together.
Hello, folks. My name's Waxy, and welcome to the Shack. Ramones, Blitzkrieg Bop, Sedated.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey ho, let's go. Hey ho, let's go. Hey ho, let's go. Hey ho, let's go.
They're forming in a straight line. They're going through a tight line. The kids are losing their minds. Blitzkrieg Bop. The pound in the backseat. A generated steam heat. Pulsating through the backbeat. A Blitzkrieg Bop. Hey ho, let's roll. Shoot 'em in the back now. Oh, what they want, I don't know. They're all revved up and ready to go. They're forming in a straight line. I'm going through a tight line. The kids are losing their minds. The Blitzkrieg Bop.
Hippo, keep the logs on the go. Keep 'em rolling and twisting and send the spray high. Yo, hippo to the rapids below, where the Ottawa River flows by. Where the Ottawa River flows by. Where the Ottawa River flows by. Timber, timber, timber.
Woo! The awesome Waxy, Danny Waxy Belbin, the king of the Tuesday Live collaborative songs, and he's done a lot of great collaborative songs. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, you can check out any of our guest artists. Should be a link through the tuesdaylive.ca website, so check that out. But we're just about winding up here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight and joining us on this little trip down memory lane. I saw a couple folks check in, Catherine and Lori checking in as well. Thanks so much for watching. Everybody else out there watching the show, we've had a good audience here tonight. Appreciate it. And we'll be back next week. I'm working on some live shows. As Neil mentioned, we're going to be at Block 3 Brewery in June. And I've got some private shows as well going on. So I'm going to be working on some new sets, and I'll be sharing some of that music with you as well. We have our regular cast members playing along. Maybe the odd guest might pop in. We hope get some guests. I know it's certainly changed since the pandemic sort of panned out a bit, and folks are back doing live music. We don't have quite as many musicians in their bedrooms or their studios putting together songs for Tuesday Live, but certainly appreciate all the great guests we've had over the years. And thank you so much for your support, all the folks who support us either as patrons of the show by providing our regular support, or throwing a little bit in our virtual tip jar at tuesdaylive.ca, or just watching the show and sharing it and liking it and telling your friends about it. We appreciate that as well, everybody who participates. You can always sign up for our newsletter at tuesdaylive.ca, and you get the link to our always fun and fabulous Tuesday Live after party, which I hope you'll join me at this evening. My mom's usually there, sometimes Jim and Lynn and Dave, and there's various folks pop in there on a regular basis. Chris is there sometimes. And so it's always a good time on at the after party. It's only goes for about half hour or so. So pop in if you're interested. Otherwise, we'll see you next week. And my mom said, Rob, you should do kind of a cast edition of Tuesday Live. And I said, I thought we did one. And I went back, and indeed we had. And well, let's get lazy to kick it off. But thanks for watching, folks. And just love, and we'll see you next week.
Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs a way to know they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. Very short time to lie in the sun and sip sweet wine and just love. It'll all be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. Deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday and just love. just gonna do. And if you join with me, well then we would make two. We need more giving, less taking away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. Find the only thing that we really need now. It's just love. And it's hard to just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just love. Inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Just love.